joined by Carolina Panther Luiji Vilain and Arizona Cardinal Jesse Luketa. Guys, I'll get you to begin, but how long have you guys known each other?
Since we were kids.
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years. You played football against each other?
Against each other, with each other.
What does it say that two guys can grow up in Ottawa, known each other since they were, basically adolescents, and they're both playing in the National Football League at the same position?
The game's growing. I remember when we were younger, they tried to tell us, the game, it's our dreams are too far-fetched and outlandish, but look at us. We're living our wildest dreams, aspirations, doing what we're doing at the highest level.
Yeah, definitely just a testament of our hard work and, not listening to the doubters and just continuing to push each other and motivate each other.
One of the things that I've noticed about so many of the Canadian players is that desire to want to give back.
Yeah.
And you guys are here today at a camp telling kids, hey, you can do this.
Right.
Like, this is possible. Why is that so meaningful to so many of the Canadian players?
I think because we never really had anything of this nature. It's foreign to us, but the fact that we're able to be in the position we're in and kind of come back home and invest into our communities, because ultimately these kids they're the future. They're going to be the next trailblazers. So showing them that, yes, we come from the same circumstances, the same area. We've had to play in these leagues and had to deal with coaches or organizations who try to tell us they didn't believe in us, but now we're showing them you can do it.
Yeah, like he said it perfectly. This is all we've ever wanted. This is all we ever worked for. And for us to come back and show them, like, hey, we're here. Like, this is exactly what we did. And you guys even have more. You guys are spoiled because we're giving back. We're coming back and, doing these camps for you. So, it's just great. It's great to see more and more. We hope that, this continues. You
guys are part of, unquestionably, the greatest wave of Canadians that's descended upon the National Football League ever. And I think there's some real analogies to what we saw happen in the NBA, over the last 20, 25 years and what we're seeing happen in football now. There are 37 Canadians under contract in the National Football League, and not just 37, but if you look at the diversity of positions on the field, you can fill out an entire all-22 depth chart with nothing but Canadian players and have a pretty good bench too after that.
Right.
I mean, what goes through your mind when you see that there are players all over the field from this country doing things in the National Football?
I mean, it's great. I feel like the talent has always been there. I think there's definitely a light being shined on it now, and more and more people are starting to recognize that, and hopefully we can continue to set that tone for the next generation.
He hit it on the head. Like, I feel as if it makes sense. These schools, these institutions that are in the States are now seeing, they could come over here across the pond and pluck great talent, and allow them to ultimately, have a better shot at winning, So the game's growing and they're seeing, kids in Canada, why not? They're just as good.
What are the things that you have to be willing to do to get to the National Football League from this country?
Sacrifice.
Yeah, I was going to say sacrifice your time. Sacrifice, going out, like just commit to the grind and, do the things like basically we did to get to that point.
And you guys both went to high school in the U.S., right?
Sure.
Tell me about that part of your journey and why that was why that was important.
My situation was a little bit different from Luigi's, just because my school, it wasn't as big, Episcopal was a great school, great institution, but my school wasn't that, so I just knew, listen, I need to get in a place where I could just have American film. I'll handle the rest. Go out there, ball. And every single one of these athletes from Canada who are now playing in the NFL, their journeys have been, dramatically different. But it's crazy to see how beautiful the end goal came out.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of us had different routes and different ways. Some guys went straight from Canada. Some guys went to the U.S. I know for me personally, I did a lot of camps. I went to a lot of camps. But ultimately, a lot of the coaches wanted to see me go against, the talent that they have over there, U.S. talent. And once I was able to do that, they had more trust in, giving me an offer pretty much. And now I feel like we're at the point where, there's enough guys like us in the NFL to where they can, take that chance to bring guys over without even, making them go to high school or anything like that.
You guys, I can see the camaraderie among all you guys today. And I want to ask you about kind of the fraternity of Canadians in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys know most of them? Like, tell me.
I'd say so. And it's funny. It's either you really know them or you know them through another Canadian. So it's like we're not many, but we're very tight. So it's a chosen, it's a very select few, but we're tight. We got a good camaraderie.
Tell me about like the sense of pride that you guys feel, about being part of this wave, which is I think we think only going to grow as we go further.
Well, you definitely have a lot of pride and a chip on your shoulder, essentially, because to be honest, like, they don't really, I don't want to say they don't take us that serious, but there is definitely like a curve you got to hit when coming from Canada. You know what I mean? You got to prove yourself, not only on the field but off the field, all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, how much with you and the chip on your shoulder, that feeling, showing them that you belong? Do you still feel that, Jesse?
Absolutely. I feel like you can never lose it, especially coming from Canada. You got to keep that chip on your shoulder and just understand that it doesn't matter what it is. Day by day, you got to reinvent yourself and prove your worth.
Tell me about some of the experiences you had out here today, just talking to kids, things like that.
It's been amazing, just kind of just see how, that spark in their eyes, just being able to interact with all our NFL peers that are here. And just have a good time, high energy, a lot of competitiveness, and most importantly, all the gifts we were able to get. We were fortunate enough to have so many sponsors come on board. Shout out Oakley, Wilson, NFL Canada, NFL PA. Huge kudos goes out to them, because without them we wouldn't be able to put on this event. And even bigger kudos goes to Jumpstart, because they allowed us to do a lot of the things that we wanted to do and put into fruition.
Yeah, I just want to say, I want to give this guy a shout out. He put on a great camp. Great camp for the kids. A lot of the kids came in, and you can just tell, like, this is what they want, because all of them are listening. All of them are doing the drills the right way. It's a great thing to see.
You guys are both Ottawa guys, and we're in Ottawa. When you're playing in the National Football League and people see you on television, they recognize what you're doing. What's it like to come home?
It's nice, you get the love from people, but it's also a small enough town to where not too many people bother you, but it's a great feeling, coming back, especially doing stuff like this, or going to train with kids. Like, it's great. It's rewarding.
It's giving back. It's so, like you said, it's rewarding. It's so fulfilling. Like, that's the only way, the best way we could put it.
Do you think people follow your careers, a little differently because they know who you are, they know
Absolutely.
where you came from?
I mean, I would hope so. I'm the hometown kid, so we would hope we'd have a few hometown individuals.
Like, Ottawa's not the biggest city, so people, they know of you, or they heard of you, or like you said, like, I played with him, or we've been coached by certain people, so all those people are always rooting for you, especially coming out of Ottawa, because not too many people are doing this.
You guys talked about wanting to sort of seed the dreams of these kids, and you said that you didn't always hear that when you were coming up. How important is that ability to set a goal to say, I think I can play at that level? How important is that in the journey?
It's super important, like, you have to be dedicated, you have to sacrifice, like you said. Like, it takes a lot, and it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's going to be an everyday thing.
Right, you got to sacrifice. Like, you can't expect someone to want it more for you than you want it for yourself, and that's the best way to put it. If you really want to live this lifestyle, you want to pursue your wildest dreams, aspirations, you got to sacrifice.
I'm going to ask each of you, when you were coming up and you had your dreams, what moment or experience told you, I think I can really do this? That it became not just a goal and a dream, but it became something you thought was realistically attainable?
I think, honestly, just being around guys like Luiji, Sutherland, all our other guys that we played with, and we had a similar mindset. It clicked. Like you get it. Like, you get to a point where you have this conversation with certain people, you just tell he doesn't want to hear it, he doesn't believe it. But when you're surrounded by like-minded individuals who they understand, they get it, that's when it really clicked.
Yeah, like, there was countless nights where we would train or be somewhere training or doing something, and it would be like the same group of guys every time. And at that point you realize, like, yeah, like, we're going for it. This is it. Like, going to camps, realizing that you're doing well at these camps and that you can, hang with these players. So I'd say that.
Makes a big difference than if you were just one player from Ottawa trying to chase that dream. You guys chase that dream together with others.
And we push each other too. Like, I see him doing good, I see Jonathan do good, I see Ben doing good. Like, it makes me want to do good as well. You know what I mean?
You guys keep in touch during the season?
Absolutely. You gotta tap in. Check in on your brothers.
Excellent, excellent, guys. Listen, thanks so much for your time
Absolutely.
today. It's a wonderful day. Hey,
Absolutely.
Congratulations on all your success and continued success in the National Football League.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.